Welcome to another episode of Toya Talks Wrestling. Today we're going to talk about Raw, November 4th, 2024. So this was a pre-recorded Raw. I think it was recorded on Sunday, because they're still in Saudi Arabia. Not right now, but I'm pretty sure they're home right now or in the United States or whatever, but when they were recording this, they were in Saudi. Anyways, got a couple of stories here that I want to talk about, so let's go ahead and get to it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, as you may or may not know, has beaten Nia Jax at the Crown Jewel, and I'll talk more about that on Thursday. But she had started the show. She was talking about how, her revenge tour is over because she has once again taken out Rhea Ripley. As you may know, Rhea Ripley is out for again. I don't know how long she's going to be out for, but probably a while this time. She actually got injured. I don't know where she got injured at. I don't know if it was at Bad Blood or maybe one of the segments on Raw. I'm not really sure. Could have been a house show. I don't know, but she got injured, so she'll be gone for a while. So Liv Morgan goes, that's it. I beat her. She ain't coming back. I'm done with this revenge tour. Now it's the Liv tour and everything else like that. And talking about how there is no one can beat her. She has no number one contender or anything else like that. Here comes the tag team champions, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Apparently, there was some tiff between these four ladies, as you can say. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair talking about, hey, you have a problem with us and you want these titles, right? Why don't we just go ahead and fight right now since we're all here anyway, basically like that. And, and Liv is like throwing in her face talking about how she is like, oh, that you think that you can beat us because you're the EST, they're the fastest, the quickest, all the EST words. But the problem is, so does your partner. I basically trying to say like, oh, you both can't be the EST. Only one of you can be the EST. I trying to plant that seed. Trying to say like, hey, you both can't be the best, and basically whatever like that. You're like, I was telling Jade, if I was you, I'd watch my back or something like that. And Bianca Belair is about to get into her face and everything else, and here comes Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce comes out and says, wait a minute, hold up, we're not doing this today. And I'm like, we're doing something because there was a ref like right behind you, and I'm like, we're doing something today. I don't know what we're doing. Maybe we're not this. What are we doing today, Adam? Right? He told Liv Morgan, he's like, you will have a number one contender for your title because we're going to have a battle royale. And I'm like, oh no, not another battle royale. God, I hate those things so much. But, and the tag team champions will be in this battle royale. I don't know who else was in there. I know Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, I think Shayna was in it. Maybe some other people. What's her face? Maxine Dupree was there. Other people, other women were there. Anyway, so they had their match. So, the tag champions got, out of the battle royale, but by, basically Liv and Raquel basically, throwing them over because there's no disqualifications. So they basically just, had them over the rope and they just pulled them over the rope and, they end up getting out of the battle royale. At this time, Liv and Raquel are laughing and everything like that, but like Bianca and Jay were like really pissed off and they basically just chased Liv and Raquel like out of like the arena or whatever like that. So you still had the battle royale, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you the winner was Io Sky. Io Sky won, so she is going to face Liv Morgan for the title win. I don't know, but I will say this: I think that they should just let Io Sky beat Liv Morgan, and then have Liv and Raquel beat Jade and Bianca Belair, and then maybe even have that Bianca Belair turn on Jade or Jade turn on Bianca Belair, whatever you want to do. But I would rather have Bianca Belair turn on Jade. But yeah, let's do that, because if Rhea Ripley is going to be out, we don't need to wait for Rhea Ripley to come back another 3 to 4 months just to whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's done. She can get her revenge, and then she can basically get the title for whoever else has the title at that time. But let's go ahead and give it to Io, because I feel like Io Sky deserves it. She's been fucking killing it on Mondays. I'm like, she's probably one of the only ones in everything else. So like, just give it to her. It would be a great shock. You can have the tag team titles get over to Liv and Raquel. And then you can have the battle between Jade and Bianca Belair, because everybody wants to see it, right? That's what I think, anyways. I mean, especially if Rhea Ripley is not coming back anytime soon. Let's just go ahead and just give the title to somebody else, right? It's over. You know, she won, she did her thing, whatever, let's move on. That's what I think, but it's up to WWE, it's not up to me. Anyways, another thing that happened, we have the 10-year anniversary coming up for the New Day. The New Day has been having their little bit of problems. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. This is going to happen next Monday. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. Adam Pearce was talking to Kofi Kingston in the back, talking about how he wants to celebrate their 10-year anniversary and everything like that. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to break up. I don't know if Big E's going to come. I don't know what is going to happen here. I'm on pins and needles. That sounds really uncomfortable, actually, but hopefully it's going to be a good segment. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen here. Another thing that happened, we had a fatal 4-way match for the number 1 contenders for the heavyweight championship match. Now I know what you're saying, Toya, wasn't like last week you were just talking about Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio beat Damian Priest for the number 1 contenders match? Yes, I did talk about that. However, Adam Pearce just made a decision because of the way that Dominic Mysterio won. He thought it to be like, okay, well, no, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go ahead, and the people that were, I guess, I don't know how he decided this, but I don't know how he decided to put these 4 people in this match. Your guess is good as mine. But you have Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, and Sheamus going against each other. Eventually, the one reason why I think this match happens was because they needed something to have for Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed to have another match again. Because as you may know, Seth Rollins beat Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel, which again, I will talk more about that on Thursday. But eventually Bronson Reed comes out and he basically attacks everybody except for Dominic Mysterio, because Dominic Mysterio was smart enough to go into hiding. So he does a tsunami to Damian Priest, he does a tsunami to Sheamus, and then on the outside of the ring, he does a tsunami on the announce table to Seth Rollins. Well, obviously, Dominic Mysterio was not getting a tsunami because he was hiding somewhere behind the ring and stuff like that. He was smart. You know, he played it smart. Reed leaves, and Dominic Mysterio does a frog splash on Sheamus and went for the count and got broken up by 2 by Damian Priest. Damian Priest pretty much puts Dom in a south of heaven and got the pin, and had a face off with Gunther. So at a later time, I don't know when, maybe Survivor Series, I guess, we will see a match between Damian Priest versus Gunther, which it should be a good match. It was a good match at SummerSlam. I really enjoyed that one, so I'm really looking forward to it, especially if it's going to be at Survivor Series. So the last thing that I would like to talk about is Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. So as you know, they're in Saudi Arabia. So Sami Zayn comes out and he's speaking Arabic, and he's talking about how proud he is and how happy he is to speak Arabic on WWE TV. So I guess that never happened before. So congratulations, I guess. And he was talking about how he came out at Crown Jewel after the match between the Bloodline versus the Bloodline match with the three guys and everything else. He came out to help Jey. Again, I will talk more about that later on this week, but he accidentally or maybe purposely kicked Roman Reigns in the face. We don't know yet because it wasn't really confirmed nor denied. Anyways, he was talking about what he did to Roman Reigns and everything else in this whole situation. As he was about to say something, Jey Uso comes out, and basically Jey Uso's like, hey, he's like telling Sami Zayn, thank you for having my back at the Crown Jewel and everything else, but I need to know something. I need to know, like, 100%, no lies, just be 100% with me. What you did at Crown Jewel, was it an accident or you did it on purpose? As Sami Zayn was about to explain to Jey what had happened, here comes Jimmy Uso, and Jimmy Uso basically is like, no, he did it on purpose. He ain't family. You know this. You know he did it on purpose. He's pissed. I'm pissed. OTC is pissed. You should be pissed too. Talking to Jey, right, and everything else. And Jay's like, well, look, I was doing here this explanation, and he's like, I don't need to sit here, and Sammy's like, I don't need here to sit here and explain myself to you, everything else. The only reason why I came out last Saturday was to help Jey and everything else. But I remember, like, you and me used to be cool and everything else like that. Basically, Sammy is like, look, I'm not going to be tested again. I've already been tested by your family, all right, and everything else. Telling Jey, like, and then he's basically telling Jimmy, like, that, because Jimmy's like, he can't be trusted, and Sammy's like, I can't be trusted, like, you're the one who kicked me in the face, you kicked Jey in the face, you kicked Roman in the face, you kick all these people in the faces and everything else like that. And Jimmy's like, I'm not the bad guy here and everything else. And Sami Zayn's like, you're not a bad guy, no, but you just make bad decisions. Right, and Sami basically was talking about how it felt good for like a moment, for like a brief minute, how the four of them were like all on the same side, and it felt good. It felt like old times, what I'm saying, like that, but it only lasted for a moment. And basically, he was just like saying, I'm not going to be persecuted. I'm not going to be going through this stuff again. There's no freaking way. I don't give a shit, I love you, Jey. You're my dog and everything else, and I got your back, but I'm not going through this shit no more. There's no fucking way. Basically, that's what Sami Zayn said. And then he was about to, like, the whole crowd was, like, saying, Usi, Sami Usi, everything like that. And, Jey was like, look, I was wrong when I said he wasn't my brother. He is my brother. He is family. Just because we're not blood doesn't mean don't make him family. He was there and everything else like that. Jimmy's like, like he's kind of pissed off, and Sammy, like, basically Sammy's leaving, and Jay's like, look, I want you to come to SmackDown and talk to Roman. Let's all, like, basically talk this out like family do. And Jimmy's like, he ain't family. He's like, he is family, like, he is family, and basically he was just saying, hey, I hope you just show up at SmackDown so we can all have this conversation and everything else like that, which pretty sure that Sami Zayn will be at SmackDown because he has a lot of respect for Jey Uso. So later on there was an interview with Kathy Kelly, and Kathy Kelly was like, you basically telling Jey how, like, do you think that Sami Zayn is gonna be at the at SmackDown, and Jay's like, well, I hope so, and Jimmy's like, well, I hope he doesn't show up because it's just going to be chaotic and everything else, and I don't want to have to say I told you so and everything else like that, and basically walked off. And then Jay was like, it'll be alright. It's gonna be alright. He gonna be alright. So I think that Sammy will show up at SmackDown. I think there's gonna be some tension, obviously. I don't know when, like, Survivor Series is coming close, so it can't be too much tension. So I think by like next week, I could see hopefully maybe Paul Heyman coming back and maybe bringing everything together. It's just one of those. It's just a thought. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know Sammy's gonna show up. It's gonna show up because of Jay and everything else, and maybe we'll learn about, like, did he really mean to hit him on purpose, or was it an accident? Talking about Sammy hitting Roman Reigns, I'm not sure. We will find out and we will see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Hopefully it's November 5th, so hopefully if you guys are an American citizen, that you did your silver duties and you went to vote today. But I will see you guys on Thursday for my Crown Jewel results and opinion show, and yeah, and maybe some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Anyways, have a great rest of your day. Bye.